Listen up. This is your moment. This is the time when you decide who you truly are. Not who you were yesterday, not who your circumstances say you should be, but who you choose to become. Because let me tell you something, success isn't given, it's taken. It's earned through blood, sweat, and relentless, unwavering effort. And that effort, it starts with you pushing yourself past what you... We all have limits, but most of them, they're lies. Your mind is a battlefield, and the enemy is comfort. Comfort is the killer of dreams. It whispers, take it easy, stay where you are, don't risk failure. But deep down, you know that's not who you are meant to be. You weren't born to be average, you weren't born to settle, you were born to be great. But greatness demands a price. It demands you push yourself when no one else will, when no one is watching, when quitting looks like the easy way out. When your body says, I can't, your mind has to scream, watch me. When life knocks you down, you don't stay there, you rise, you adapt, you grow. Every struggle, every setback, every painful moment is fuel for your fire, the fire that will separate you from the weak, from the ones who gave up. So let me ask you this, how bad do you want it? Because if you're not willing to push past pain, past fear, past every excuse, you don't want it bad enough. But if you're ready, truly ready to push yourself beyond your limits, beyond what's comfortable, then nothing can stop you. The choice is yours. Stay where you are or push forward. Play small or go all in. Live with regret or create your destiny. So push yourself, because the life you want is waiting for the strongest version of you. Now go get it. Relentless drive is the force that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. It's the fire inside that refuses to be put out, no matter how many obstacles stand in the way. It's that unstoppable hunger, the unshakable commitment to a vision, a goal, a dream, no matter how impossible it seems to others. It's waking up every single day with a purpose so strong that no setback, no rejection, no moment of doubt can derail the mission. It's the absolute refusal to settle for anything less than the best version of yourself. When you have relentless drive, you don't just work hard when it's convenient. You push yourself when no one is watching. You push when you're tired, when you're doubting yourself, when everything in your body is screaming for you to quit. Because deep down, you know that greatness isn't achieved by those who give up when it gets tough. It belongs to those who refuse to stop, who refuse to accept mediocrity, who are willing to suffer, sacrifice, and push through every barrier that stands between them and their vision. Most people stop when they hit resistance. They work hard until they get uncomfortable, then they back off. They let pain, fear, and uncertainty dictate their actions. But those with relentless drive, they embrace the discomfort. They know that pain is just weakness leaving the body, that fear is a sign they're moving in the right direction. They use the obstacles as fuel. Every time life tries to knock them down, they stand back up stronger, more determined, more unstoppable, because for them there is no other option. They either win or they keep pushing until they do. The world is full of people who had potential but never had drive. Potential is nothing without action. You can have all the talent in the world, all the intelligence, all the opportunities, but without relentless drive, none of it matters. The ones who make it to the top are the ones who refuse to stop climbing. The ones who took every failure, every rejection, every moment of doubt and turned it into motivation. The ones who decided that no matter how hard it got, they would find a way. There are no shortcuts. There is no easy way. If you want to be great, if you want to break through, if you want to create the kind of life that most people only dream about, you have to be willing to push beyond your limits every single day. You have to show up when you don't feel like it. You have to work when no one else is willing to. You have to believe in yourself when the entire world doubts you. Because the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. It's on you. It's always been on you. Most people think success is about luck, about having the right connections, the right opportunities. But what they don't see is the work, the grind, the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the moments of self-doubt that had to be crushed with sheer willpower, the battles fought in silence. when no one was watching, when no one was cheering, when quitting would have been the easier choice. Relentless drive is not about being the smartest or the most talented. It's about being the most committed. It's about refusing to accept anything less than what you know you are capable of. It's about deciding that nothing, no excuse, no setback, no failure will ever be enough to stop you. It's about choosing to suffer now so you can live the life others can. You have to push when you're exhausted, push when you're frustrated, push when you feel like giving up. You have to get up when you fall. You have to keep going when every voice in your head is telling you to quit. Because the truth is, the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Every time you choose comfort over progress, you are stealing from your future self. Every time you stop short of your true potential, you are settling for a life that is less than what you are capable of living. Look around. The most successful people in the world didn't get there because they had an easy path. They got there because they had relentless drive. They worked when others slept. They sacrificed when others played. They stayed focused when others got distracted. They pushed when others quit. That's what it takes. That's the price of greatness. It's not enough to want it. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants the rewards. But very few are willing to endure the process. Very few are willing to show up every day, no matter what. Very few are willing to go beyond what's comfortable, to do what's necessary instead of what's easy. Those who do, they are the ones who change the game, the ones who defy the odds, the ones who make history. No one is born with relentless drive. It's built. It's forged in the fire of adversity. It's developed through struggle, through failure, through pushing beyond limits you once thought were unbreakable. Every time you choose to keep going, every time you choose discipline over excuses, every time you push yourself past the point where you would normally stop, you are strengthening that drive. You are becoming unstoppable. You have to want it more than you want to breathe, more than you want comfort, more than you want sleep, distractions, or temporary pleasure. Because every moment you waste, every excuse you make, every time you take the easy way out, you are falling further behind. And if you are not willing to push yourself, someone else will. Someone else is out there grinding, working, sacrificing, pushing harder than you. And when the time comes, they will take the opportunity that could have been yours. The question is not whether you have what it takes. The question is whether you are willing to do what it takes, whether you are willing to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible, whether you are willing to suffer now to build the future you deserve. Because the truth is, no one is stopping you but you. The excuses, the doubts, the fears, they are all in your head. And the moment you decide to let them go, the moment you decide to fully commit, to push past every limit, to embrace the struggle instead of running from it, you will realize that you are always capable of more, that every barrier was just an illusion, that your potential is limitless. It's time to step up. It's time to go all in. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect opportunity. It's time to create your own path, to push through the pain, to refuse to be average, to demand greatness from yourself every single day, because when you have relentless drive, nothing and no one can stop you. Mental toughness is the foundation of success. The unshakable ability to keep moving forward despite fear, failure, and adversity. It's the power to control your emotions, silence the doubts, and push through every obstacle that stands in your way. It's not just about being strong in the good times. It's about standing firm when everything is crumbling around you. It's about refusing to break when life hits you the hardest, about choosing discipline over comfort, action over excuses, and resilience over surrender. It's not about avoiding pain, but about embracing it, understanding that struggle is part of the process, that hardship is the price of greatness, and that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Most people quit the moment things get tough. They start with enthusiasm, with dreams, with excitement, but the second things don't go as planned, they let their emotions control them. They give up at the first sign of failure, the first setback, the first rejection, because they never built the mindset required to endure. But those who have mental toughness, they don't just survive the storm, they thrive in it. They don't crumble under pressure, they use it as fuel. They don't let circumstances define them, they define their circumstances. They don't wait for the perfect conditions, they make progress no matter what. Because they understand that greatness isn't given to the most talented, the most privileged, or the most educated. It's given to those who refuse to quit. Mental toughness is about controlling what you can control and letting go of what you can't. It's about realizing that no matter how unfair life is, no matter how difficult your situation, no matter how many people doubt you, you always have a choice. You can choose to let your hardships break you, or you can choose to use them as stepping stones to your success. You can choose to complain about your circumstances, or you can choose to rise above them, and you can choose to listen to your excuses, or you can silence them and do what needs to be done. The strongest people in the world weren't handed their strength. They earned it through suffering, through discipline, through relentless effort, through the decision to keep going when everything inside them screamed to stop. You develop mental toughness, you take back control of your life. You stop being a victim of your emotions, your fears, and your past. You stop looking for someone to save you, and you realize that no one is coming. It's on you. It always has been. No one owes you anything. No one's going to hand you success. No one is going to make your dreams a reality except you. And the moment you accept that, the moment you take full responsibility for your life, is the moment you become unstoppable. Because when you realize that every excuse, every limitation, every fear is something you can overcome, you stop allowing them to dictate your actions. You stop letting temporary discomfort hold you back from permanent success. You stop waiting for motivation and start relying on discipline. Discipline is the foundation of mental toughness. It's the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It's going to the gym when you'd rather stay in bed. It's working on your dreams when everyone else is out having fun. It's pushing yourself beyond your limits, beyond your feelings, beyond the easy way out. It's about understanding that the difference between those who succeed and those who fail isn't talent. It's the willingness to suffer now for a better future. It's the ability to push past boredom, past frustration, past doubt, past exhaustion, and keep moving forward no matter what. Most people let their emotions control them. They only work hard when they feel like it. They only take action when it's convenient. But mental toughness is about mastering your emotions, training yourself to take action regardless of how you feel. It's about knowing that your feelings are temporary, but your goals are permanent. It's about understanding that if you let your emotions dictate your actions, you will never accomplish anything great. Because the truth is, you won't always feel motivated. You won't always feel confident. You won't always feel strong, but mental toughness means showing up anyway. It means doing what's necessary, not what's easy. It means being able to endure the struggle long enough to reap the rewards. Mental toughness is built in the moments when no one is watching. It's built when you're tired and you keep pushing. It's built when you fail and you get back up. It's built when you feel broken but refuse to quit. It's built in the quiet moments when you have to decide between staying comfortable and pushing yourself further. It's built through repetition, through resilience, through the refusal to back down. Every time you push yourself past your limits, every time you silence the voice that says, I can't, every time you choose discipline over excuses, you are strengthening your mind. You are becoming unbreakable. You are developing the kind of mindset that will carry you through any challenge, any failure, any setback, because you know that no matter how hard it gets, you have the power to keep going. There will be moments when you want to quit, moments when you feel like it's not worth it, moments when the pain, the struggle, the exhaustion make you question everything. But that's when you need mental toughness the most. That's when you need to remind yourself why you started. That's when you need to dig deep and find that extra ounce of strength, that extra bit of willpower, that extra push that will separate you from everyone else. Because in those moments when everything inside you is telling you to stop, that's when champions are made. That's when the weak break and the strong rise. That's when you prove to yourself that you are not like the rest, that you are built for more, that you will never let temporary pain stop you from achieving permanent greatness. You have to train your mind the same way you train your body. You wouldn't expect to get stronger by lifting weights once in a while. You wouldn't expect to build muscle by skipping workouts. So why would you expect to build mental toughness without consistently pushing yourself? You have to practice discipline every single day. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. You have to force yourself to do the things you don't want to do until they become second nature. You have to rewire your brain to see challenges as opportunities, to see setbacks as lessons, to see failure as a necessary step toward success. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail isn't intelligence, luck, or resources, it's mindset. It's the ability to endure. It's the ability to keep pushing when the odds are against you. It's the ability to silence self-doubt and take action. It's the ability to suffer now so you can succeed later. Because the truth is, success isn't about who has the best start, it's about who refuses to stop. It's about who can take the punches, who can stand in the fire, who can keep going when everything inside them says to quit. Mental toughness is the ultimate competitive advantage. It's what separates the good from the great, the strong from the weak, the winners from the losers. It's not about never feeling fear, doubt, or pain. It's about never letting those things stop you. It's about taking full control of your life, owning your decisions, and refusing to let anything stand between you and your goals. It's about knowing that no matter how hard things get, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way, you will keep moving forward. Because you are unbreakable. Because you are relentless. Because you have built a mind so strong that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you. The power of consistency is the key that separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is not about massive effort in a single day, but about small, disciplined actions repeated every single day until they create unstoppable momentum. Success does not happen overnight. It is built through the relentless repetition of the right habits, the right mindset, and the right choices, no matter how small they seem in the moment. Most people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lack the discipline to stay consistent long enough to see results. They start with excitement, with motivation, with energy, but when the excitement fades, they slow down. They skip a day, they take a break, and before they know it, they have abandoned their goals entirely. But those who master consistency, those who show up even when they don't feel like it, those who push through the boredom, the frustration, the setbacks, are the ones who regularly. Everything great is built on consistency. The best athletes train every day, not just when they feel like it. The most successful entrepreneurs work on their business every day, not just when it's easy. The greatest artists create every day, not just when they're inspired. It is the ability to stay committed to the process, to the grind, to the effort, that determines who succeeds and who fails. Now, most people think success is about intensity, about working hard for a short period and expecting massive results. But true success is about showing up day after day, putting in the work, refining your skills, improving by just 1% each time until those small efforts compound into something extraordinary. Consistency is the secret weapon of the elite. It is what allows ordinary people to achieve extraordinary results. It is what turns average into excellence, potential into mastery, dreams into reality. When you commit to a goal and show up every single day, you send a message to yourself and to the world that you are serious, that you are relentless, that you will not stop until you succeed. And over time, your actions shape your identity. When you consistently work hard, you become a hard worker. When you consistently push past your limits, you become unstoppable. When you consistently keep your promises to yourself, you build unshakable confidence because you know you can trust yourself to follow through. Most people never reach their full potential because they give up too soon. They expect instant results, and when they don't see progress immediately, they convince themselves that their effort isn't working. But what they fail to understand is that success follows the law of compounding. The first few days, weeks, even months may not show any visible progress, but that does not mean the effort is wasted. Every action, every repetition, every step forward is building something beneath the surface, strengthening your foundation, preparing you for the breakthrough that will come if you just keep going. The problem is that most people quit right before they would have seen results. They stop when it gets hard, when it gets boring, when it feels like nothing is happening. But those who trust the process, who keep showing up, who refuse to be discouraged by slow progress, are the ones who ultimately achieve what others can only dream of. The power of consistency is not just about work ethic. It is about discipline, about mastering your mind, about training yourself to stay committed no matter how you feel. Because feelings are unreliable. Motivation comes and goes. So some days you will feel inspired, excited, ready to take on the world. Other days you will feel exhausted, unmotivated, full of doubt. But consistency is about showing up regardless of how you feel. It is about making the decision that your actions will not be dictated by your emotions, by your commitment to your goals. This is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Anyone can work hard for a day, a week, a month. But can you stay consistent for years? Can you keep going when progress is slow? Can you keep pushing when no one is watching, when no one is applauding, when no one believes in you but yourself? Success does not go to the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. It goes to those who refuse to stop. It goes to those who show up every single day and do the work, no matter what. It goes to those who push past the excuses, who stay committed even when life gets in the way, who refuse to let circumstances dictate their actions. Because life will always throw obstacles in your path. There will always be distractions, setbacks, failures, unexpected challenges. But consistency is about pushing through, about staying locked in on your vision, about refusing to let anything knock you off course. Every great success story is built on consistency. The greatest athletes didn't get to the top because they trained when it was convenient. They trained every day, through injuries, through exhaustion, through doubt. The most successful entrepreneurs didn't build their businesses by working hard for a few weeks and then taking time off. They worked relentlessly, refining their craft, improving their skills, staying disciplined even when progress was slow. The best writers, the best musicians, the best leaders all understand that mastery is not achieved through bursts of effort, but through relentless consistency over time. Your habits define your future. Every action you take, no matter how small, is shaping who you become. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, you are reinforcing the identity of a winner. Every time you push through discomfort, you are strengthening your resilience. Every time you stay consistent, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of greatness. But the opposite is also true. Every time you skip a workout, every time you procrastinate, every time you make an excuse, you are reinforcing the identity of someone who settles, who quits, who allows circumstances to control them. You have to decide who you want to be. Do you want to be the person who starts strong but never finishes? The person who talks about their goals but never takes action? Or do you want to be the person who follows through no matter what? The person who refuses to quit, who stays consistent even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when no one else believes in them. Because the truth is, your success is not determined by what you do once in a while. It is determined by what you do every single day. The world rewards those who stay the course, the ones who show up, who put in the work, who keep going even when progress is invisible. The ones who trust the process, who understand that greatness is built over time, that success is earned through relentless repetition, that discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. It does not matter where you start. It does not matter how much talent you have, how many resources you have, how much support you have. What matters is whether you have the discipline to stay consistent long enough to see results.